Is there anyone else that'd like to speak on this side of the room?
Good evening, everybody. My name is Sara Lear. I'm a resident of Ward 4, and I live at 301 Richmond Street East.
Good evening.
Which is not actually within that 400 foot and or meter requirement where they need to notify me of what goes on, which is seemingly within my backyard. So some words of wisdom for the development company. If you would like to start notifying a greater area of residents, we might be more welcoming to your ideas. Instead of doing the bare minimum. It would also be nice, and would go a long way with residents, if you would offer free window cleaning services. As the 3.5 years that I have lived on my street, I've paid men in kilts, very gladly, 3 times a year to clean my windows, because they move dirt from one side of that property to the other side of that property when they're not busy crushing it up and throwing it into the air for me to breathe. So why they're doing excavator training in this facility, because that's what I feel like they're doing, because again, all they're doing is pushing dirt from one side to the other and making a mess. I would like to see this stay as commercial. 3.5 years ago, when I moved to Oshawa, I had a choice. A little bit of background on me, I work in construction day in, day out. I wear my steel toe boots to work proudly. I understand the construction industry. I was not attracted to new development and new construction. Personally, that didn't appeal to me. I willingly chose a 100-year-old home. I even went and got from our library system, which is fantastic and working well, the lot segregations and developments. My house was built in 1921, and I'm really proud of that. The development that I see for this potential rezoning doesn't look like these are going to be houses that were built in 1921. When I walk my dog up the street, twice a day, every day, for 5 kilometers, I can go all the way up to Hillcroft and back for a perfect 5K, and I don't see any high-rise developments on the east side of Ritson where I live and where I walk. What I see is 1-story and 2-story 100-year-old homes that are charming and unique. They've been renovated so that they're all different. Some are brick, some are siding, some are composite. Some are new development, which is okay in a well-established industry. What I like are the 50 and 60-foot tall trees that you get in a mature, established neighborhood. There's an ambience and a character and a charm where we live here at the corner of Bond and Ritson. And this development is everything but the mentality of my neighbors and the citizens that call home to that subdivision. If I was interested in high-density housing or large condo developments, I would gladly move into a designated high-density area. But we are specifically outside of the urban growth development area. While it is on the periphery, there is a boundary. And there is a finite period which is designated for this kind of construction. And this is not within that area. I beg of you to stress this with city staff, that you have created high-density targets and areas to match those targets set by our provincial government. But this is the opportunity to have these kinds of discussions, and let's make it a discussion and not a decision to just rezone everything for high-density housing so we have a greater tax base. When I bought my place, I liked the idea of being walking distance to downtown with the amenities, and again, the amenities that will grow as greater density develops. But I like that I can walk to that high-density housing, that I don't sit in my backyard and see the shadows, We have a front porch community in this area. Every single house has a front porch, quite large actually in square footage, almost half the size of the one-bedroom apartments that they will be building. Why we are creating a community of balconies and a community of front porches confuses me. So let's maintain the integrity of the architecture and the mentality of the citizens that live here who are saying no. Please, no. I would like to see it as commercial as it is zoned, as what surrounds it currently, and as what traffic will permit and allow for everyone to have sanity going to and from their homes and from their grocery stores, which I applaud this development company for attracting high-end clients living across from a no-frills grocery store. Thank you.
Thank you. Any further from the side of the room?